Hello everybody, welcome and welcome back. Today we're going to be playing on the best one standard ranked ladder with our Borborygmos and Slogurk deck. Basically, we just want to have some creatures like Slogurk the Overslime on the field when we cast Borborygmos and Fibblethip. We're going to draw some lands, discard some lands, mow down opponent's creatures, and attack for a bunch of damage. Once you get enough counters, you can take the counters off, bounce it to your hand, return the lands, and you can just do it all over again. This deck is really cool. It has some decent cards to help set it up for the late game, like Fable of the Mirror Breaker, Teachings of the Kirin, and Hajar to help protect your legends. Deeproot Wayfinder is a fun card to help ramp you out in certain situations. And Hiri's Warcrafting is some good removal and card selection. Conduit of Worlds is our one of that gives us a lot of play against either control decks or other grindy mid-range decks. If we can get this to resolve, we can cast lots of spells in the late game and just wear our opponents down. Doomscar Warrior is here for another card selection engine, as well as some counters for Slogurk. And Luca Bound to Ruin is a top end that can deal with some opponent's planeswalkers, make mana, and beasts. I'm not super sold on it yet, but he's pretty cool, and he does alright. If you guys are excited to see this deck in action, make sure to drop a like, leave a comment, and make sure you're subscribed if you aren't already, as I'd really appreciate it. With all that said, let's hop onto the ladder and see how it does. Alrighty, game 1. This hand looks keepable. Let's try it out. Let's start it off with the Proving Grounds, and we'll say go. And it looks like we're fighting mono blue today. Let's go with the Teachings. And they're gonna make disappear that. Third land, and they pass. Let's go with the Fable. They're gonna consider. And that resolves. We'll make our Shaman. And they're gonna Fading Hope that. They're gonna play a Tolarian Terror. Ouch. We'll discard the Strangle because it's basically a dead card in this match. Let's play our Cascade. And I think we just play Slogurk here. And we'll pass. The opponent's gonna Impulse. And they Impulse again. They play a land and pass. Our Reflection flips. And opponent concedes. Okay, we'll take it. Alrighty, game 2. I think we'll keep this 7. The opponent's going to play a Shipwreck Marsh. Let's play our Coast and we'll pass. Let's play our Forest and the Wayfinder. Sunset Revelry from the opponent. And they pass. Let's play our Dreamroot Cascade, and we'll get the Teachings of the Kirin down. Unfortunate. No lands were hit there. We hit 2 Fables in a row. An opponent lets the Wayfinder connect. Perfect. There was a land on top. Let's bring it back. And we'll pass. land from opponent, and they say go. Let's put a counter on our spirit. We'll play our reef, and let's attack for 4. There's a cut down on the Wayfinder. Okay. Let's just play our conduit here. Nothing to cast out of there, so we will pass. And they're gonna march for 0. Okay. The opponent plays a land and attacks with their humans. And Teachings flips. And I think we just go for Borborygmos here. That's gonna hit a Dissipate. Okay. Let's play the Basayu. And we'll pass. We'll take 2. Back to us. Let's attack for 1 here. What all's in the graveyard? We'll go with non-creatures from opponent's graveyard. We'll put a counter on himself. Let's cast our Fable out of the bin. We'll make a Shaman, and we'll pass. And the opponent's gonna Memory Deluge. The opponent's attacking for 2. So that's gonna be a Farewell. Oh, Emperor. Okay. That's fine. Let's discard some lands. Let's go with Hajar. And a Doomscar Warrior. Let's back up onto the Orochi. And we're going to send 3 at the Emperor. Exile non-creature with the Memory Deluge. And put the 4th counter on it. Down goes the Emperor. We'll play our Copperline Gorge out of the graveyard. And we'll pass. There's a Depopulate. So because of Hajar, we will draw. And nothing else from opponents. Fable flips. Let's get another Fable out of the graveyard, I think. We'll play the tapped Proving Grounds out of the hand, and we will pass. They're going to go for the throat on the Reflection. Let's save it. I feel like chaining Fables is how we win this game. Well, we could have just played it out of the graveyard with the Conduit, but oh well. Invasion of Arcavios. They're grabbing a farewell. Okay. Let's discard 2 lands. And we draw some more stuff. Let's get our Doomscar Warrior out of the graveyard. Let's back up onto the Shaman. We're gonna get in for 3. Let's grab a Slogurk. We'll play a land and pass. Definitely a fun feeling to have more cards in your hand than the control deck. An opponent casts Farewell. Sure. I'm gonna point a lightning strike at him. Let's keep the land since we have a Fable to discard it too. We'll play Slogurk. And we can play Luca and Hajar to protect. And we will say go. Teferi, who slows the sunset. And a land. They're gonna fiddle some permanents. And back to us. Let's channel our Sockins on. Let's go to combat. So if their last card is a Wandering Emperor, it's a little rough. I think we just send, since it's not lethal anyways, I think we just go after Teferi. Okay. Still no reason to play the land. Let's go with the Fable. And we hope we aren't overextending into a Farewell. Let's make a Beast. And opponent concedes. GG's. They got absolutely buried by lands there. Thank you everybody for watching. I appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.